Okay. Hi, everyone. It's Nat Mundel, the founder of Voyage. I am super excited and honored and thrilled to be connecting with Catherine Bell, acclaimed actor. She's recently performed in our very noir miniseries Red Meat Village. You probably know Catherine from her roles in Jag and more recently The Good Witch, which is having a really great run, among a bunch of other things. And Catherine, I'm just so excited to meet you and
Uh,
connect with you. And thank you so much for joining us.
my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. I really had a blast doing this with you guys. It's been really fun.
Is it your first podcast? Have you done an audio drama before?
I've never done one before, and I was so excited when this came up. I've always wanted to, and it was just so much fun to just sit and just let your voice do all the work. I mean, it's very similar. You still do the same work as an actor, but it was just different and fun. Me in a dark room with a cool microphone kind of added to the dark noir vibe.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so the prep work was similar and the experience was similar, or did you find some pretty significant differences in doing just an audio only performance?
Interesting. The prep work was the same. You still want to work on the character the same and kind of break down the scenes and what's going on and what am I trying to do or say? There's like always underlying meaning beyond just the words, of course. So that part was the same. But then I found, because I wasn't reading it with the other actors. So you kind of
Right.
just skip their parts and then you say your own. So I had to actually read it to myself, read their lines, and
Yeah.
then then read later. And that's kind of actually that's how I rehearse. That's how I work on a project.
Got it.
You kind of
Interesting.
I've learned a new technique that's kind of really fun. You say their lines and what does that mean? Oh, why did you say that? Oh, wow. And then you say your line and, there's all these different exercises you can do. So it's kind of like doing that.
Right on. Right on. Now, why Red Meat Village? Are you a noir fan, or did it just
Yes.
speak to you?
Oh my God, so much. I'm such a noir fan. I think one of my first really fun, sink my teeth into kind of roles in my acting class that started everything ages ago that then led to Jag was there were some noir scenes that I did, just some cool femme-fatale, just that whole, and I love the genre, the era too, where it all started, the 40s. And so yeah, it was absolutely right up my alley. I loved
Yeah,
it.
and it's fun to take that era but bring it into a contemporary setting, right?
Exactly.
And tell us about your character. She takes quite a turn in the show. Were you surprised by that turn?
Definitely. I loved reading. The first time I read through the script, I was like, what's going to happen? Because you could tell she has secrets and you could tell that she was not being totally straightforward. And who is she? Is she good? Is she bad? What is her motivation in trying to find her sister? And, the whole thing was just so intriguing and a total page turner for sure.
Right on.
Yeah.
And when you prep for that, knowing that there's a big turn, do you have to sort of throttle performance, when you're in the earlier phases to knowing that that turn is coming? What do you do for that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the stuff that's the most fun to play because there's such a great arc in the story, and any great story always has that. So where does this person start and where do they go? What's the climax and where do they end up? And again, as an actor, you kind of map all that out before you start recording or filming or whatever. So that was really fun because she starts a certain way, poor me, help me, and then you're like, wait a minute, what's going on under that? And then how much do you play? How much do you hide? How much do you show? And again, harder with voice only
Right.
because
Right.
you can't do a little look that shows that you've got a secret. You have to do it with your voice. So that was a bit more
Exactly.
challenging in a good way.
Wow. Very cool. Now, inquiring minds want to know, you have had such a range of characters and genres that you've played in over the years. Personally, do you have a preference for the lighter or the darker?
Ooh, the darker, no question. I mean, Good Witch is a blast to play, and she's this, amazing character that has just, made a lot of people very happy, including myself, my family, whatever. But to me, it's just so much more fun as an actor to just sink your teeth in and be bad or maybe be bad or I love the action stuff too. That's I'm such a tomboy that I love playing that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I skew right there with you
Yeah.
in terms of preferences of what I watch. Well, what's next for you? What do you want your fans and our listeners to know? What's coming down the pike?
Oh my goodness. I have a few things that are brewing for this year. At the end of last year, I did a Lifetime movie that the name is going to change. It hasn't been totally announced yet, but I'm super excited about because it's based on a true story, and I get to play a character very different than anything I've ever played before. So that's going to be exciting. And yeah, we'll see what else is on the horizon.
Wonderful. Well, we can't wait.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for sharing your perspective and some of your inner working with our listeners. I think they find it fascinating. And
Amazing.
for
So
you
much.
guys out there, Red Meat Village will be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. And Catherine, thank you so much again for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. This is Nat Mundel signing off, everyone.